Reading from the Japa Reform Notebook by His Holiness Satswarup Das Goswami Maharaj. All over the world, devotees of God are working in different religions as followers of Muhammad or Jesus, and the Krishna conscious devotees should not blaspheme these persons. Anyone who is actually a devotee of God is dear to God. They shouldn't be blasphemed. It is also an offense to the holy name when there is criticism between disciples of different gurus, whether disciples of Prabhupada toward the other disciples or toward the other gurus, or between the gurus or between the disciples of the same guru. They are all preaching. They have all received bona fide initiation. They are all following. So for myself, I should worship my guru exclusively, but respect all other bona fide devotees and spiritual masters in a humble way and try to improve my own Krishna consciousness in relation to my spiritual master. And everyone should uphold the principles of initiation, worship their spiritual master with the right understanding and the right siddhanta, and not blaspheme any of the devotees of the Lord. If we chant Hare Krishna but don't avoid this offense and the other offenses, then for us it is hopeless. The chanting is so purifying that all other discrepancies and offenses will be washed away. But if in the chanting you are full of offenses, then what can save you?
In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, there is a verse, Parasvabhava karmani ya prashansati nindati sahyashu brashyate swarthat asati abhiniveshataha. The meaning of this verse is, Parasvabhava karmani ya prashansati nindati. If we see the other living entities' behavior and criticize about it, our mind becomes flooded with negativity, and one's ultimate goal of life is thwarted, that is defeated, he says. For example, we become insecure by the preachings of other organizations or other religions, and they are increasing their number. So naturally our insecurity may come out in the form of criticism about them, how they are hollow, how they have no substance, how they are this, how they are that. So instead of then having Krishna absorption, then we have a negative absorption. We become eager to find out their faults, point out their faults, ridicule them, put them down, climb on them and things like that. Then we get driven by mode of passion and then subsequently submerge in mode of ignorance. Then we will lose our own opportunity for advancing in our Krishna consciousness. So the devotee of the Lord is sober and is not enthusiastic for looking around for opportunities to criticize other religions. One should know that there are multiple religions arranged by Lord Himself according to the different levels of the different people. For some people, elementary school is suitable. For some, higher standard school is suitable. For some, colleges are suitable. So for different people, whichever religions are suitable, God has arranged so that they need not remain atheistic. They can take to some kind of religion and gradually progress towards the ultimate goal. Sometimes when we compare one religion to another, that should be done in a very healthy spirit, not in a condescending mood. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna appreciates demigod worshippers. Devan bhavetanena, te deva bhavayantuvaha, parasparam bhavayanta. The demigods in the heavens and the humans on earth should have a cooperative program. Humans perform yajna and the demigods shower all facilities. So Krishna appreciates the system. Evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartete aghayu indriyaramo mogham parthas jivati. He says that if one does not follow this cycle, dharma chakra, if you don't follow this, then the human life will be ruined, he says. But later, in the same Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will say, Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpamedasam. He is actually condemning the demigod worshippers as alpamedas. Why? Because if somebody is stuck in material program of getting benefits from demigods and not advancing in spiritual life, he is condemned. Then he goes on to say that those who aim at liberation are superior than those who are worshipping the demigods. then even those who are aiming at liberation, he is condemning them also. He says, Klesho adhikatarastesham, avyakta asakta chetasam, avyakta hi gatir dukkham, dekavad birvapyate, he says. Oh really, then what is the ultimate goal? Then he says that ultimate goal is manmanabha madbhakto or sarvadharman parityaja. And there is no dharma beyond it. Therefore he says sarvadharman parityaja, mahamekam sharanam braja. In this way Krishna makes a gradation of one religion over another in the Bhagavad Gita also. But when one is appreciating the higher religion and condemning the lower religion, that should be done so not in a mood of hatred, not in a mood of ridicule, not in a mood of belittling or criticizing them. It should be done for elevating one's followers and elevating oneself. So the hatred is a very bad quality, because attachment and hatred are two sides of the same coin, which are called raga and dvesha. Prabhupada saw in Calcutta, Hindu-Muslim fight ended up in both the parties killing hundreds of Hindus and Muslims, and the municipality truck came and took both the bodies and put it in the same body. At that time there was no difference who is Muslim, who is Hindu. Everybody's body was lumped over one another and taken. Prabhupada said, just see fools. Because of religious riots, they are killing one another. Actually, they didn't follow their own religion properly. So we don't want such a kind of leg pulling, backbiting, foul mouthing, and then the purpose of true religion, which is love of God, will not be attained. Therefore, therefore it is not good for devotees to too much get into ethnic considerations or superficial religious purposes. I am a Hindu, I am a Christian, I am a Muslim. This is also material consciousness. The true identity is I am actually a part and parcel of God, and everybody is a part and parcel of God. It's a correct understanding. So with that understanding, one should chant the holy name and should not harbor any malice in one's heart for any other people practicing any other religion according to their own ability to grasp about God. We should be sympathetic towards all living beings. And with such a sympathetic attitude, one can chant the holy name without any hatred. When the heart is very clean like a mirror, then one's chanting is good. Otherwise, we will commit the first offense of offending the other religions. One last point, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in Chaitanya Shikshamrita that there are religions like Christianity and Islam which are exactly like Vaishnavism, because they accept a Supreme Father and jivas to be children of God. And such religions should be appreciated, not condemned. And there are other religions like Buddhism or Mayavadism, where the ordinary human being claims himself to be God. And those religions should be rejected. And one should not follow them, one should not support them. One should keep away from them, avoid their association, know their flaws only to save ourselves from them, not know their flaws to put them down and to get into a mood of hatred. So these things are taught by Srila Prabhupada and Acharya so that we can chant the holy name peacefully without getting stuck in this material platform based on Raga Dvesha. Harinam Prabhu ki